Hi guys, how are you? So my name is Karen and I am from Cork, Ireland, and I wanted to start to do YouTube videos for a long time. So I decided to do, sorry now I'm trying to get comfortable. I decided to do a blog and to do videos on something so special to me, I suppose, something that means something to me, and I decided to do a weight loss journey. I've been battling with my weight now for all my life, really. I don't think I've ever not battled with it, I suppose. It's always been very hard for me. I was brought up in a house of 6. My mum and dad. Now, my dad was 6'7" and he was so skinny when he married my mum. But as years went on and he worked so hard and he focused on his family, he piled on the weight and he was about just under 30 stone. He was 29 stone something. I can't exactly know what, but I was always his little girl that was overweight as well, I suppose. And I always battled weight with him. We always dieted together and it was just very hard. So I'm, after going through so much of my life now, I am fed up. I'm fed up the way I look, the way I feel. It's just so hard. It really is so hard. So I'm after deciding to blog about it because I want to share. I want to share how I feel. I want to share how people make me feel sometimes. And I also want to share with people that want to change and that want to better themselves and believe in themselves, and just to motivate them. So this channel is going to be mainly about weight loss, but it's also going to be about life in general. Fighting depression, fighting anxiety, fighting bullying. Then of course I run my own hair and beauty salon in Cork City called Dollface Vanity. I started my salon when people told me that I couldn't do it. And I've fought and fought and I've got to where I am today because of it. So in a way, the bullies in my life, I have to thank them because they're after making me the strong person that I am today. So I feel like I'm ambling. I feel like I'm going off the topic completely. But yeah, so I'm doing my own hair and beauty salon for many years now, and I'm going to bring in some makeup tutorials, some hair tutorials to make this page a bit more exciting, I suppose. I don't want it to be all doom and gloom about weight loss. But yeah, that's my story. So what has inspired me is the show called Obese A Year Saves My Life. It's Chris Powell. He is amazing. I love his strategy. I love the way he works. I love the stories. I'd be bawling crying when I'd be watching him because I can relate to it so much. So much. So I was sitting down a couple of weeks ago watching Chris Powell, and I didn't bawl. There was this girl on it and she was in a beauty pageant for years when she was a child. And all her comment cards that the judges gave her was beautiful child but needs to lose weight, and that ruined her. It ruined her for life. That stuck with her in here, and she went home and her mum and dad were kind of like, oh, she got her fat cheeks from you, mum, and oh, she got her fat booty from the dad's side, and she felt like her mother and father always put her down. But I'm sure they didn't mean it. So she turned to makeup and makeup was like a shield for her. It was to make her feel amazing about herself, and it was to make her feel amazing about everything in general. She loved doing makeup on people. So this woman was doing makeup in the back of the pageants, on all the pageant people in America, and she was being the makeup artist, but she piled on loads of weight, so she couldn't go into the pageants. So it stuck with her what the judges were saying, that she needed to lose weight, and it really, really hurt her. And that really touched my heart, I suppose, because years ago I remember I was told I'd never do it, and I was told I was too shy for the hairdressing industry, and I was just put off it completely. I just felt that you have to be skinny, you have to be perfect to be a beautician, to be a hairdresser, to be in the fashion industry. There's so much that I want to do, but I suppose people and myself, I stopped myself from doing it, really. So that show really inspired me, and that day I got up and I was like, today's the day for a change. And that was Sunday last week, no, Sunday a week and a half ago. And I went for a walk, and I nearly started crying when I was walking, because I have bad ankles, bad circulation. My dad suffered with the same problem, and the pain was shooting up my calf. And I was my mum and her partner was there with me. They were like, "You alright?" And I just felt like screaming. I felt like just fucking screaming. I couldn't believe I left myself get to that stage, and it really, really pissed me off. It really pissed me off. I have so much in life that I want to enjoy. I want to, what can I say? I'm just human. I want to be the best I could possibly be. So the show, Chris Powell, is all about owning your weight at the start. And this is why I want to do YouTube, is because I want to own my weight, because it's all mine. I've done it to myself. As much as bullies have bullied me through the years, and my emotions and all that I've been eating to comfort myself, it's my fault. I have to own this. But I'm in the right direction. I didn't video this a week and a half ago because I promised myself, and I promised all my followers on Snapchat, that I would do this. And in parts of my head there was like a fear of failure, and I call this, it's so weird, I call this my inner demon. I always say there's two people in my head, the nice Karen and the horrible Karen, and sometimes that horrible Karen brings me down. The number one critic in my life is me, and everything I do, that horrible Karen always tells me that I'm shit, and that I can't do it, and I'm going to fail, and I'm a failure. And then there's this nice Karen coming up going, "You're brilliant at everything you do, and you know, keep going and prove everyone wrong." And I've been fighting with these two people in my head for a long, long time. And I think if we're all honest with ourselves, every single person have these problems. We all have two people in our heads, the good and the bad. And this is why I'm calling this channel Fighting Your Inner Demon, is because we all have a fight with our inner demon. If it's on weight loss, if it's on smoking, if it's on doing drugs, if it's alcohol, if it's shopping, shoplifting, robbing people, we all have a demon inside us that I suppose comforts us when we're low. So I'm actually putting it off. I want to tell you my weight, but it's very hard. It is so hard for me to own it, but I need to do it. I need to do it now more than ever. So here is to, please don't judge, please don't judge, because I feel horrible that I have to leave myself get to this weight. I am just 6 foot, just like, I'm probably like 5'11", 6 foot. The weighing scales that I weigh myself in is in a local pharmacy in Boots in Blackpool. And I'm going to stick to that one weighing scales all the time to give you my feedback, because it measures my fat, my body mass, so you really see if I'm losing fat or muscle on my body, because it's not about the weight in the weighing scales for me, it's about my body fat coming down. It's because I want to keep the muscle and lose the body fat. And if we're losing muscle, guys, we're still holding the fat, which causes us, as far as I know, a jelly belly. Being honest, that's what it causes. So I want to build my muscle and lose fat. If I'm losing muscle, I'm doing something wrong in my diet. So this is why I want to maintain my weight by a professional weighing scales in a pharmacy. You'll see them, measures your height, measures your BMI, measures absolutely everything. I thought there was someone at the door, right? So here it is, and I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be upset, because I'm after losing some already, and I'm very proud of myself for doing that. And I have this mental block for years that I can't do it, that I could never see myself skinny. I always say, look down the path and see where you are in the next couple of years, and I focused that on my business the last couple of years. So when I've looked down the path, I've always just seen me. I'm being honest with you guys, the me in this camera doesn't look like the me in my head. I feel like I'm a lot skinnier than what I am. And I suppose getting pictures, full frontal pictures and all that, it's hard to see because they really annoy me. And what makes it worse is that when I'm standing next to a skinny mini, that I have no problem about, because that's what I want to be, I'm like, fucking hell, I'm like 2 times the size of her. So it kind of hurts. I'd be like, oh shit, the photos on a Saturday night, going through my photos, but do you know what? I'm just going to put it out there, and I don't care. So I weighed myself on, what date is it? The 6th of the 2nd. So I weighed myself the 6th of February. This was just to know my weight. I was planning in my head to be good, but at that time, now this was on a different weighing scales, but it was a professional one in Blackpool also, but it was Sam Macaulay's, and I just wanted to know what weight I was, because I don't weigh myself, guys. I know by my clothes what size I am. I just find a weighing scales really puts me down sometimes, so that's what I done. So I weighed myself, and I was 22 stone, 9 pounds. Now, when I got that, that has been the heaviest I've ever been. People have said to me recently that I'm after losing loads of weight, and I haven't. Maybe it's because I'm after losing a bit of fat and putting on a bit of muscle, but I'm the same weight. Because I do a lot of the Juco gym in Penrose Wharf in Cork City, and I love their program. I love 20 minutes in and out. It's just, I wish I could get there as more times than I can at the moment, but sometimes it puts me off from going. But that's what I was weighing on the 2nd, on the 6th of the 2nd. So the week I started was a Sunday, and I didn't weigh myself that Sunday. I didn't. I suppose I wake up every morning with the intention of starting a diet, and I was putting off weighing myself, being honest with you. And I was saying to myself, it's not about the weighing scales. But when I decided to do this blog, I want to share with you what weight I am, what body fat I am, and all that. So I'm not going to ramble on. I got weighed last week, the 4th of the 4th. So, oh no, that's today. So I got weighed last week, was the 28th of the 3rd, and I went to Boots in Blackpool shopping centre in Cork City, and I weighed 22 stone 4 pounds, and my height was 5'11". So that's 141.6 kg if anyone looks at it in kg, but I do look at that in stone. And my body fat was 45.7%, which is 64.7 kg. And I'm 29 years of age. And also my BMI was 43.2. So that meant I lost a bit of weight, but I'm pretty sure I did. But I didn't weigh myself in the same weighing scale, so I can't say if I did or not. I was happy that it was down a bit lower, very happy. I was happy my BMI was down a bit lower, and I was very happy my body fat was down a bit lower. So yeah, that was day one. That was Tuesday evening. So today is Tuesday morning, and I weighed myself on the way in. I was coming into the salon and Boots open at 8:30 in the morning. So I said, I'll run in, get weighed, run to the salon. So I weighed myself today, and I was over the moon. Like, so over the moon. Something's working for me, guys. I'm just being healthy. My sisters are on Slimming World, as well as my mum, and we're doing a lot of Slimming World recipes at home, a lot of healthy eating, and I'm finding that really helps. I'm still having my bit of chocolate, I'm still having my pastas, my rices, my potatoes. I'm still having carbohydrates. I'm not cutting it out. I want this to be a life change. I don't want it to be just a quick fix. I don't want to have the weight down in 3 or 4 months and pile it back on, because I've done that, guys. I've done it and it doesn't work. I want this to be, wake up in the morning, just have a healthy breakfast, a healthy lunch, a healthy dinner, and just get it into a routine that I keep it and that it's not getting boring. And I went out drinking Saturday night. So you all know when you go drinking that you want food, and I piled myself up with food before I went there because I knew there was going to be food for picking. So I also made a massive chocolate rochers, which are the Slimming World healthy version of chocolate rochers, and they went down a treat, and even people at the party were eating them. So they were my nibbles. So I went prepared. So that is the main thing, is go prepared. So I'm going to tell you my weight out this morning, and I'm going to cry a small bit, I think, because oh my god, I said I wasn't going to do this. It's very annoying. So I weighed myself this morning, and I was 21 stone 13 pounds. That's 139.6 kg. Now, my height did say I was 6.7, 6 foot and 0.7. I think it's my shoes that I'm wearing today, being honest with you. My BMI, which I'm over the moon with, because that, it means something to me, and I'll go into that in time, was 40.8. So that was down 3. That was down 3. So I'm delighted. And my body fat was 43.7%. So before it was 45.7%, and before that, we'll just see, can I find it, was 55.3%. So my body fat is after coming down from 55.3% to 43.7%, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing for my body fat to be that. So it's, these pieces of papers, they should be very prepared. So it's down to 60.9 kg of fat. as far as I know, guys. So my camera just cut off. But yeah, I am delighted and over the moon with that weight loss. And I hope I inspire people for starting. I really do. I hope that you're going to follow me through my journey, because I can actually see myself skinny this time, guys. I really can. And it's actually quite emotional, because I've lost the weight now 3 times in my life. I've gone down to 13.5 stone, and it feels amazing. And people are so supportive when it happens, but I piled that weight on so fast. Afterwards, I've done motivation, I've done Weight Watchers, I've done Slimming World before. I just really didn't like it, but I think I have a different view of it this time. What else did I do? I've done everything. I've spent thousands on weight loss, and I should actually have tissues. This is my time, basically. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it with your help, to motivate you and to motivate me. Today I owned it with my weight, guys, and this is something that I wouldn't share with anyone. I'm a size 20 in tops and size 18 to 20 on the bottoms. I'm in apple shape. I'll try to put up a picture of a full picture of me. In this show that I watch all the time, he makes them take off their top, and it's one thing I won't do. I'll take a picture for now and I'll share it with you in a couple of months when I feel comfortable to share that. But I'm going to put back the camera and try to give you a full view of me, because it's very easy to just look at my face. You can't judge my size. I'm a very tall girl, so I get away with being the way that I am. People won't believe that I'm 21 stone something now. It's great to say that I'm 21 stone something, because it's getting closer to the 20s. So yeah, so I'll just move around this time. So I don't know, can you see me? I don't think you can, being honest with you. And the best thing about today, guys, is that I fitted into a uniform today that I've had for about 2 months, and it was a bit tight on me. Now, it's nice and firm on me, but it's comfortable. I wear it now. But 2 months ago, I would not have worn this. So that's the best feeling ever. So yeah, next week I will be on to you again. I'm going to share you some recipes with you. I'm hopefully going to help everyone out there. Share your stories with me, guys, because you inspire me. You can pop over to my Snapchat. It is called Dollface Vanity, and I'll pop a link up to it. I might change that name from Dollface Vanity to Fight Your Inner Demon. Check out my YouTube page. Please like and subscribe and share if you want, guys. I'd be more than happy to help people out there. I'm going to pop up some recipes that I've lived on for the last 2 weeks, and yeah, happy weight loss, guys. See you next week, I suppose. Bye.